I think most brutal scene is Kreia getting jumped. Hands down, the most shocking thing I've ever seen in my life when it comes to Star Wars, dude. I was 9 years old. My vision of Star Wars was very much like, you know, this series is really feel good. There's adventure, there's blasters. Yeah, sure, there's death and there's evil, but like, man, I'd love to be there. You know, it's a quest. That type of vibe, right? The first time I saw this, dude, my God, I think it started like a chain reaction in my head where it's like, dude, like, that scared the shit out of me. What was I saying? It started a chain reaction in my head that kind of really like, it just kind of grounded everything for me. And already Knights of the Republic 2 felt so much different than any other Star Wars game. KOTOR 1 was very like, same vibes, you know, just adventure, a little darker. There's some, you know, grays in there. There's good, there's bad, but there's a little area in between, but they don't really tackle that, right? The Sith Lords kind of just blew that door wide open.
I don't care, I just want you to die.
Okay, so I'm kind of riffing this, okay? I don't have a script. I just thought this would be a good, fast video to edit and post today. I love talking about Star Wars, and I think I will eventually turn this into a longer video because I really want to dissect KOTOR 1 and 2 just as a whole. There's an insanely good video about Kreia where it goes really deep into her philosophy. I don't think I want to do exactly that. Let's start with this. I'm gonna show you the scene and just kind of keep in your mind, I'm 9. I'm as innocent as can be and is so giddy about just the idea of an adventure, right? Just that whole idea. Just have that in your head. All right, let's watch this. Okay, hold on. I cannot stop from just talking because I love this. I love this. So, dude, you're literally experiencing what she experienced. She's telling it to you as a story because in game you have to gain trust and like proc her to actually start talking about this shit. And this whole time you're just like, who is this? Like, I know there's something weird about this character, Kreia. There's something more. And this is like, I just spat all over my screen. There's something so like, just the like, okay, whoa, she's the bad guy. She's like is she the main bad guy?
You tread ancient centers of learning, of knowledge, but I did not walk alone. To be united by hatred is a fragile alliance at best.
I know this shit word for word.
But my will was not law. There were disagreements, ambition, and hunger for power. There are techniques.
So okay, so like she does look sick as her character design is insanely good. So let's walk through this, right? So scene starts, all of Star Wars, things are cool. It's the Sith, it's red, it's spooky, kind of, you know, very imposing, right? Lightsabers turn on, someone uses a force. Shit, usual Star Wars. Everything is by the book, everything's the same. I'm not surprised. It's cool. It's a cool scene so far. And then it gets really fast.
In the Force, against which there is no defense.
No defense against this is a technique of the Force. Watch what he does. He's using the Force right now.
I was cast down, stripped of my power.
What the f did I just watch? I'm 9 years old, dude. What Force technique was that? Throwing hands? Like, I literally didn't stop playing the game, but I took a minute, dude. My brain was like processing, is this violence allowed on Star Wars? Like, dude, they jumped her ass. And you know, nerding for a little bit. Beyond this, dude, after this, they literally stripped power from her. Like there's this whole thing where like the exile gets her force powers taken from her. They stripped her of a literal connection to the force, which is like they violated her, dude. Which is another thing that you're like, what the man? Yeah, no, and but it's like, it's insane. This whole scene just kind of really stuck with me, and it's always been something I go back to, dude. That scene was violent, and that got me thinking, like, is this as violent as Star Wars can get? Obviously, there's more like straight up like, oh my god, someone just got cut in half. Oh my god, someone just got like annihilated by an army, you know? Like dark moments, you know, the Order 66, that starting. I feel like it felt very an impulse of violence at that moment, you know? But it fits so well for the thematic and vision that this game was trying to push. The only games that were really coming out was like, what? This came out in like 2003, I think. Let's pull that up real quick. Let me see what time did this game come out. Wow, I had no idea they came out in the same year. That's kind of crazy. So 2 stellar games like out, but that's another like contrast, right? Like Battlefront was definitely more along the lines of like, it's a great adventure, there's action, you know, there's, you know, you're killing other players, all that stuff, but it still feels like there's a wall between you and that violence that it doesn't impact you as much. What's impacting you is the action itself, the thrill of being in an epic battle, right? KOTOR very much is not about the epic battle. It's very much like you and your decisions have consequences. What other game? Prince of the Force, Star Wars Galaxy, Jump to Lightspeed. Just like the only thing I can really compare it to in terms of like how maybe gritty and dark it can be, freaking Republic Commando, right? That game, like let's look at the Republic Commando trailer real quick. So again, this is, you know, something similar but not quite, right?
Roger that. Stand back. Fire in the hole! Gonna visualize some enemies. Ah! Watch out! Enemy terminated. Proceed to next sector.
Like, dude, just okay. That's just sheer badassery, all right? Like, it's not even really comparable to anything, dude. It doesn't match the vibes exactly to what Sith Lords is trying to do, right? And even KOTOR as a whole, there's brutal moments throughout one. You spend hours trying to help and save the people of Taurus, right? And then Malik just goes and bombs the whole place. And it's one thing to see the Death Star destroy a planet like that, and it's a tragedy, it's horrible. But again, this feels so much more connected to you as a player. Maybe it's because there's a difference in the movie, because it's a movie and the difference in the medium, right? But you know, I also think it's how it's delivered in terms of story. Like witnessing the actual bombing of the planet and knowing there's people there that you helped, like that's rough. And then when he does it again on Dantooine, you're just like, dude, what the hell? There's still some separation there though, you know? It's intense, but not so visceral.